Hey friends, welcome to One Flight Down. Welcome to the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. Today we are checking out not just one, but two new beers from the Kilter Brewing Company. All right, yes, two beers today from the Kilter Brewing Company right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I was going to review one of them and I just couldn't decide which. I thought, why don't I do both? It's kind of a throwback to some of my earlier episodes. I think like the first year of my existence, I was usually doing two beers from one brewery in one episode. It was a slightly longer episode than I do now. And then I just kind of switched that after a while and started doing just more generally the single beer review, unless like I'm on location somewhere or something like that. So Kilter just put out two new beers, and they both got kind of a tropical theme to them, which is why I'm wearing this shirt. And I thought if I'm going to wear a Hawaiian shirt, I might as well wear one that promotes one of my fellow brew tubers. So if you're not subscribed to Shane's Craft Beer Review, check out his channel. Lots of great content on there. Great guy. Check it out. So two beers from Kilter. And yeah, I know I'm wearing my Kilter toque, knit cap or beanie, as you American folks would say. It's a toque. Wearing my Kilter toque, but in no way is this like endorsed by Kilter. It's just, I love the toque. And I'm a little cold wearing just the Hawaiian shirt. It's February and Winnipeg is cold. So this is going to help me stay warm. But I just actually realized as I was saying this, I'm thinking back to my early videos. The first video I ever did was actually two Kilter beers. I was wearing this toque in that. I believe they were both stouts. Kilter makes some great stouts, but I think generally known more for their IPAs, their hazy IPAs and their fruited sours. I think are the things that generally really people who know Kilter and like Kilter, that's kind of what they think of first. At least that's what I think of first. The stouts were still good, but definitely this is more kind of what I think when I think of Kilter. Kilter makes some Kilter things, as my buddy Drew from Beer for Breakfast, Backs for Snacks would say. So the first one we're going to look at here is called Bikini Bottom. It's a hazy IPA, 6.5% alcohol, juicy, hoppy, tropical, fermented with pineapple passion yeast and double dry hopped with Kohatu, White Iti, and Waimea. So I'm reading these, and I think, that all sounds like very, almost like Hawaiian hops. Are Hawaiian hops a thing? No, I looked them all up. They're all New Zealand variety of hops. So and I've liked quite a few. I've had quite a few beers that have used New Zealand hops before, so I'm kind of excited about that. Other than that, it just says contain barley, oats, wheat. It's got this little thing here. It says the crusty Kilter. Yeah, it's got a real SpongeBob SquarePants feel, the whole can. As I said, it is 6.5% alcohol. Does not say the IBUs on here. If I find that out anywhere else, I'll flash it up on the screen for you. That's a lot of talking. Let's just get into this. Always happy to try a new beer from Kilter. Oh, wow, I am getting juicy notes on the nose just off the pour. Wow. That is just unreal how juicy that smells. And look at the beautiful haze on that. Yes, I am using appropriate Kilter branded glassware for this, just because I do have the appropriate glassware. That is just a hazy, beautiful beer. You're not seeing my face through that. It's impossible to see face. You can't see like my finger moving around back there. Nothing. That is as hazy as you can get. It's got a nice fluffy white head on it and just this beautiful, like almost juice-like color to it. Like a yellow, with a hint of orange. Like, it looks like pineapple juice. It looks like yeah, like kind of like maybe a juice blend, like orange and pineapple juice together or something is what it looks like. Kind of smells that way too. Yeah, I'm getting just strong juicy notes on the nose. I'm gonna say this is like probably a variation on their flagship beer, Juicy. I believe that comes in at 7% alcohol. That's a very similar look to it. And has like a lot of nice juicy notes and dank notes and everything. It's a really, really good IPA. So I'm gonna say this is just a take on that with different hops. All right, I've talked enough about this. Let's get into it. Cheers, my friends. Yeah, if you've ever had the regular Juicy, it does have a similar body, like medium body, but a silky smooth mouthfeel. Little bit of a dankness on the back end, but that juiciness up front really punches you in the face. And yeah, it kind of lingers with you. Like, I definitely have a bit of like a pineapple-y kind of a taste still in my mouth. Yeah, this is another winner from Kilter. Yeah, I would definitely get this one again for sure. All right, and next up we're going to look at something called Bottoms Up. It's a pineapple upside down cake sour, so it should be interesting. I've actually really enjoyed sort of like cake style. I don't know if I've had a cake style. I've had pie style beers from Kilter. When they do kind of unusual stuff like that, I usually tend to really like it. But I just want to jump back to the other one just for a quick sec. Kind of the nice thing of being able to do like two beers in the one video. Usually my experience in my videos, I'm having like, it's the first few sips, right? It's the initial impression. I'm going to say after having finished that last beer, Bikini Bottom, it was very similar to their flagship Juicy, but I'm going to say that the juicy notes weren't as strong in it. As I kept drinking it, I had this kind of more of that hoppy dankness kind of sticking with me more than necessarily the fruitiness of it. So just a kind of a throwing that out there as kind of a final thought on that one because I can. But yeah, as I said, this next one, Bottoms Up Pineapple Upside Down Cake Sour. Fun, tart, fruity, infused with pineapple puree and vanilla. It is 5% alcohol, contains barley, oats, wheat, pineapple, natural flavor. All right, let's crack into this. And again, appropriate glassware, which I rinsed all of the IPA dankness out of that to get a more pure taste of this. Similar color really to the last one. Not as opaque as the last one. It definitely has a lighter looking body to it. The head, I'd say, is not quite as fluffy and dissipating a little more quickly. Like, yeah, there's less of a head on it. On the nose, wow. Yeah, I mean, it does smell like a sour beer. It smells super fruity. One thing I will say, generally for Kilter's sours, I'm a big fan of their sours because their sours generally don't tend to be that sour in taste. They're more fruit forward. There's like a weird aftertaste I often get with sours that I don't get with Kilter sours. So hoping that'll be the case with this one as well. It's been a little while since I've had one of their sours though, so we'll see. And I generally think of them more as a summertime beer. And despite this shirt, it is not summertime. It's early February when I'm recording this. So not exactly sure when I'm posting it yet, but it's Winnipeg. It still won't be summer by then either. All right, let's get into this. Oh. It does. It is tart. Yeah, Yeah, there's a real candy-like quality to that. Whew, yeah, that is a tart beer. It's nice though. It's got a really nice finish. I think it's the vanilla that's in there that just kind of tames the finish on it. It just kind of mellows the whole thing out really nicely. But that pineapple right up front. And yeah, like it's just got an intensity to it. And then yeah, it just kind of settles really nicely with that, the vanilla that's in there as well. That is a really nice beer. Like I said, it's been a little while since I've had one of their sours. And yeah, this one is probably about as good as any of the sours of theirs I've ever had before. Super flavorful. Makes me wish it was summery outside. Makes me feel good about my shirt choice. This is a very, very good beer. If you live in Winnipeg, if you are visiting Winnipeg, you gotta check out Kilter. They've got just such an amazing space. It feels tropical in there all year round. They just a really cool vibe. Great beers. So you gotta check them out. All right, my friends, thank you so much for dropping by the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. We'll see you all again real soon. Cheers.
I'm tired and I need to go home.